Hey everybody, welcome back. Hisashiburi desu. Long time no see. For those who have always been into this group, thank you for watching and liking and commenting as I am slowly getting to know them a bit more and more. So welcome back for those who have been here. Hello to those who are new. I like to watch and I guess listen to comebacks, and sometimes I listen to older songs because I personally have not heard of them before, so it's always kind of the first time watching it with you. So that's always super exciting, as you've been recommending a lot of different videos, and some of them are quite recent, some of them are a couple years ago, and a lot of times I have not heard of them before. So thank you for all these recommendations and just, filling up my playlist in this K-pop field, I guess. So let's get started. This was about a month ago. I'm sorry I did not know about it, but I'm just a little bit behind, not too far behind of some of the comebacks, as there are lots, and I'm trying to watch as many as possible and try to be more punctual, but thanks for your patience. We are listening to JO1, so it was produced but for the Japanese group, and they are still a unit, still a group, which is great. And we are listening to their newest song. I guess their most recent comeback is called The Speed of Light. So I've seen their previous choreography performances, not necessarily the MVs. Some of them I did, but not all, because they didn't have it or I couldn't find it. Anyways, they are like monsters when they dance. Like, they are super powerful, cool, with so many members. They can do so many things together. So I look forward to seeing what this song is and what that looks like. I'm sure they have slow songs too, but just because Speed of Light means it's very fast, I'm guessing this is a fast-paced song too. So I don't know. Let's just watch it. 見てみましょう. Alright, it looks like they're in ready position to dance and explode and surprise me, but other than that, that's all I can predict. So let's check it out right now. JO1 Speed of Light. Performance video, so not an MV, but we'll see more dancing then. Sweet.
I can do that. The more I gotta do that before too late. Come on, come on, give my bottom in a late night. Oh yeah. You got at the 이미 가나이. Oh, 힘이 뭐 오나지 날라 이모. 그거로 네 시다가 어울려. 나를 좀 입어봐. 긴 너의 리모 겨워봐. Time's taking waiting for us. 갖고 열리 몸이 lay. Just going straight and be the best. Like the supersonic 二人の宇宙走り抜けてこう We driving speed of light 速さは最速 Nobody's gonna stop 気配は lightning strike 見守らしならば強くあれるなら I take 僕らを惑わす嘘も声ももう聞こえはしない 昨日よりも今日はTime's taking waiting for us. ここよりも未来
Challenger, third single speed of light. Oh, okay. Wow, 強かったです. Everyone's like dance was super strong. 髪の毛はいつもかっこいいと思います. Their hair is always very cool looking too. But let's start from the beginning. All right, I saw some pretty sick moves there. So what I watched was the performance video, meaning it's not the MV, even though I typed the MV, but I guess this is what they have. They usually show a lot of performance videos, not like the full MV for some reason, unless I'm looking at the wrong spot. Anyways, performance videos are awesome because I get to see more of the choreography, which is something that I really like and very passionate about. And so it's nice to see how, different groups dance in different ways. So this is perfect. We have one member who starts off, wearing his cap, and then everyone is at a certain pose or angle. Very powerful already, and I guess for those who watched it with me, I'm sorry, but there were lots of red lights, like flashy lights, so if you felt uncomfortable and that gave you a headache, I'm sorry. I guess because this is not the official MV, right? In the MV, they would probably, cut, like chop certain parts and then place it in the actual MV, whereas here we're in this one setting this whole entire time, and this is probably, the recording that they did, and they chose the best parts to fit into their actual MV. So there were lots of flashy lights. I personally wish there wasn't as many, but like I said, this is not like the MV, it's just a performance video, so it also makes sense that we have similar lighting the whole time, except, a few like times where the red light stopped flashing. But aside from that, I wanted to, look a little more clearly. Sometimes the red made it a little too distracting for me to see all of the choreography very clearly. But again, like I said, this is helping the MV out. So maybe if I can find the MV, that would be pretty nice too. But very powerful. We can see from the beginning, everyone at first was fairly in sync, and they broke up into two groups. Like the group in the front started dancing more towards the camera. They left, and then the ones in the back came, and then they danced to it too. But after that, I think there was no other break for them. Like, I'm gonna stand for a couple seconds and then go back in. I don't think there was any of that after this part right here. So it's a pretty intense and tiring dance because there were lots of powerful moves, very clear and precise, and you also have to, look good with your members too. Of course, you sometimes have your own moves, like right here, but then you have to quickly go back and be part of your team. So it's a lot of thinking for me and a lot of transitioning. But of course, they practice a lot. They're experts. They're doing a fantastic job. Very nice, especially sometimes when a few or couple members have their own parts, instead of them, standing up to the front of the stage, other members kind of lower down, just like here, and then the two members, and I think rappers could have a slight interaction with each other and then with the camera. So it's not always like whoever's singing and rapping comes first. It's wherever they're at, and then the other members help support those who are singing and rapping. We see, I think, everyone fairly clearly at least once. JO1 has a bunch of members, so to make it fair, it can be hard, but I think they did a pretty good job. The chorus was definitely powerful with all these moves right here, and then one guy always like looking really cool when it's his part. And we just kept on dancing, right? Very powerful. And some moves are a little more slick, a little more precise. Some of them were kind of like freestyle and pose in a way that looks good as a whole. And rapping was good. And that one dude with that high pitch, or not high pitch, with that high range, whoa, that was quite impressive. And I noticed, though, not just the choreography, the melody. We start out with, pretty intense upbeat, but then from time to time we slow down, the music fades, only a few instruments remain, and then we go back up and, start partying again, which gave me a slight feel of the old TVXQ's style. That's what I got, and not necessarily, how do I explain? It's the style of music, and it's not just TVXQ, but that group just popped up in my head. But where it's like super intense and then slowing down, a little bit of music, and then popping again, and then we go back to a more slower pace, more singing, that type of feel. And again, lots of groups do this type of pattern, but I just, for some reason, TVXQ popped up. Maybe also those high notes too that came at the end. So this is the one and only outfit that they're wearing, just because it's a performance video, not their MV. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm mixing these up with like MV and performance videos, but everyone has a bit of a quote-unquote stain on them, if not a huge stain, like his pants right here or his shirt. So even though it's very different, the outfits are very different, there's one tiny thing that's quite similar, or they have similar colors or jeans. I'm just looking around right now, and hints of yellow too. So I guess that's what they had in mind, whoever, stylists, right? So this part I think is like where it slowed down, even the choreography slowed down and there was more pausing, and so it really matched the mood when it needed to calm down. But then when it got back up, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to like dance really hard, and it just looks very tiring for me if I ever try it. But there was also a really cool move, like look, even like pa and ha. I will not hurt myself. Okay, and there's that, oh, where's that move? Did I miss that move? Where they kind of spun in a circle, they went down and did like a little move, and then they got back up. I found it again, let's check it out. Oh, sorry. ちょっと待って。これは誰? Who is this? He looks really cool. He stood out amongst the rest of JO1 for this performance video. これは誰ですか? ありがとう。That looks so cool. It looks like I would break my back, but they are awesome! Right, I'm not really professional dancer anyways, but just looking at it, it's just like, oh, so cool. And then we just keep singing, I'm not singing, they kept singing the chorus part, right? We are the speed of light. And then we end with this pose right here. Let me shrink myself. So they all have different poses. Some are pointing up, but they all in some ways are looking away, not looking at the camera except the person in the middle. So it I don't know, it looks like kind of a wave of some sort, but a funky wave. But it looked really cool as they did spread out quite a bit for the final pose, and it just made them look very grand. So yeah, thanks for watching this with me. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed it with me as well. Let me make myself bigger again. Boop. Try again. Boop. There we go. So continue to support JO1. I'm not sure how long they will be as a group together. Seems like they have been producing a lot of music, so it seems like they've been together for, quite some time already, which is great after the competition. If there are other MVs by JO1, please let me know. I'm down to get to know them. I have a list of other groups who have older songs too, and I will get to them one day. Just thanks for waiting, but just let me know so I can enjoy, not only the newest, most trendiest songs out there nowadays, but I'm also down for older songs too, because I don't think we should set an age for songs, but enjoy it no matter where you are at in life. Alright, thank you for watching this with me, and I will see you another time. ありがとうございました。またね。